Hi, welcome to my channel. Have you ever thought, when I have a brain injury, what is my life going to be like? If you don't have a brain injury, you would never think these things. And even if you do have a brain injury, do you really think about it? Let's delve deeper. So, my name's Astra. Thanks for joining me on Astra's brain injury. And I'm going to be talking about when I first had my brain injury, how despondent I was feeling. So I've got my notes here on the side now, y'all, so bear with me. I felt like I was drowning in my brain injury because I couldn't think properly. I couldn't talk properly. I couldn't dress myself without help. I couldn't bathe myself without help. I could not do a lot of things without help. And I wanted to know, is this how my life is going to be for the rest of my life? I'm an old lady. I'm still got youth in me. So this is happening to me. And I felt like my world was crumbling down before me. You know, the things that I used to love doing, going out to dinner with my girls or luncheons and going out with my friends or, you know, just enjoying myself. I couldn't do it. Something as simple as even going to the movies. I could not do it because the sound, I could not handle noise. So things that I love doing, cooking. I love cooking, which I hope y'all catch my cooking channel. But I couldn't do it. I could not even sit down to say I'm going to sew, which I love doing. I can't do these things. Dancing, nothing. I couldn't do it. And so it was a lot for me. And when you are unable to do the things that you used to be able to do, you feel your world turn upside down. And it's like the rug has been pulled out from underneath you, and you're like, what am I going to do? I don't know. So when you do remember, it's like it hits you like a ton of bricks. And then when you don't remember, it's like you're lost in the clouds, and am I ever going to find my way back? You know, um, I couldn't go to places that I used to love to go. As I told you, I used to love going out to the movies, going out for dinners with my friends, my girlfriends and my friends, enjoying myself. I used to do dinner dates with my children. I couldn't do that anymore. One, I couldn't drive because I couldn't turn my head. I couldn't turn my head just to look over to see if, is there someone coming down the way? I could not sit comfortably in the chair. Um, a lot of things. So I was unable to do these simple things. And I remember when the thoughts would come to me, and I remember these things, I felt like a hermit because I didn't want to go out. It was too bright for me. I'm wearing shades in the house, outside of the house, and I could not handle the light. Even still now, I am very light sensitive. If you see me out and about, I'm in shades. In my home, like I love the light, but the light doesn't love me, so to speak, because I have the sensitivity to the light. even just simply watching TV, and it's a night scene and they're showing you the cars coming. I'm putting up my hand like this, and I'm closing my eyes and putting my hands up like this because the light still affects my eyes. And that's just watching it on the TV. And you know how you can set your TV colors to a natural, to bright and all that. I've got it down to the dimmest one that it can be at. And so, you know, being unable to do things that you love, you feel like a piece of you, or not even a piece, but a whole lot of you has just been snatched away. It's not even, oh, come, would you like to give this up? No, it's just been snatched away, and you got to figure out like what it is that I used to do, what it is that I used to love, like all these different things, comes down on you. And the next thing is, I had no desire at all to do the things that I used to do before. Like, I used to sing in church. So I was, one of the singers in church, and I couldn't even do that. I could not even enjoy going to church. I couldn't sit in church because the noise was too much. When I did start going back to church, it was too much. So I would sit off in the gym, or I would go up to, a quiet room, and even still, it was too much for me, and I'm sure when I had conversations with people, I wasn't making any sense. And I would stay away from everyone. Like I would even sit in my car. I would sit in my car and I can turn on, my phone, and I can listen to it at a decreased, sound. So even though I was trying to come into and socialize, I could not do it. My brain injury held me back in so many ways. Like I could not, you're talking to me, and even though I'm following and I'm listening and it's exhausting me, and I'm trying because I didn't want to be a hermit because I had a little one and he loved going to church, because he's little and they enjoy doing their little activities and all that kind of stuff, and I did not want to make him a hermit like how I was being a hermit, if you know what I mean. So I would, bring him to class, and I would stay out, or I would go back into the car, or, and when it's almost time for him to come out, then I would come back in. So I tried to integrate myself as best as I could, but still I held back because of my brain injury. And then, as I said, I felt like I was lost. I truly felt like I was lost because when you're in a world of, everything is, fast paced, you talk and, and we're moving our hands and we're doing all of these different things. And then when you have a brain injury, boom, it stops. Everything just gets snatched away. It's almost like you're trying to play musical chairs, and you're doing the musical chairs, and you are, more people than there is chairs, and everybody's now trying to fight to get on the chair. This is how it seemed like it was in my head. I'm trying to, but I can't do, and I want to, but I'm unable to do. And then the next thing is you feel like, is there any hope? Like, am I still going to be like this next year? Am I still going to be like this 10 years from now? You know, what happens if everyone around me walks away and leaves me? How am I going to survive? Like, you get these very real questions that comes into your thoughts, and it's not that, it just comes nicely and it's like, oh, nah, it invades you, and it's like you get it's like you're glitched. And you know how you just glitch and you just stay there. And it's like you just keep going and going and going, and you just glitch and you're stuck in that position. And it's really hard. It's really hard when you are stuck like this. And you want to know, like, who would love me like this? These are very real questions that you begin to ask yourself, because when you see that you're unable to walk properly, you can't even bathe yourself, and you need to get help for someone to bathe you. You need to get help for someone to dress you, undress you, and to help you do all of these things. Your mind now begins to race. Well, not yours, well, mine did. My mind began to race. And my mind is questioning, like, who is going to love me like this? Who is going to want to stand by my side when I'm like this? And these are very real questions that, you ask yourself. And it's very real questions that you feel like, you know, what's really going to happen to me? And so that despondency, it begins to kick in. And it's a very real thing that kicks in. And as it's kicking in, and then all of these other negative feelings starts to come in, and oh my word, y'all, it just presses down more and more and more and more on you, and you're unable to see the light of day. And then the thing is, you want to know, like, seriously, is this going to be my day to day? And is this going to be, um, how I'm going to be for the rest of my life? Like, will I be able to see my children get big? Am I going to be, just all crumpled up in the corner, and, I'm just an afterthought to everybody? These were the questions that was running through to my mind, and questions that was very real and very hurtful and very scary for me. And so when you've got this brain injury and parts of you is just snatched away, you are very scared of what tomorrow is going to hold for you, and so it is, as I said, it's a very real thing. But I'm thankful, like, it's been years, y'all, and I'm thankful that I am able to be where I'm at now. Like, I can bathe myself and I can, put on my clothes, take them off myself, and I can walk. Even though I may walk slowly or slower than what I used to walk, I'm still able to do these things. I can go out, yes, but I've went out with my family, and I want us to be like in a little corner that is more secluded, because for me, when all this noise is going and it's going and it's constantly going, and there's no break in sight for me unless I get up and I walk out. That's the only break I'll get. I cannot control the amount of noise that is still coming in to my ears. And then my brains is going and running and running and running. And then what's going to happen to me? We're going to be in the car and we're driving. Hopefully I'm not the one that's driving, because I can drive now. But, somebody else is driving, and I'm going to be out. I'll be out, y'all. because it has been so much stimulation, overstimulation, and all kind of stimulation for me. So, but you know, all in all, I'm keeping this short now. All in all, it is very real things that you're going to be feeling. Well, what I felt, I can't say for you because I don't know what it is that you are going through with your brain injury. And the thing is, it was very real questions for me and very real concerns because I was truly afraid of who I was going to be tomorrow because today I'm only seeing this is as far as I am, and I can't see what's going to be down the way. But you know, if I would say if it is you who is going through the brain injury, let me know like what you've gone through. And if it's someone that you know that has gone through the brain injury, let me know like what have you observed. I mean, the thing is, things take time. That's all I can say. It takes time. Nothing ever grows boom overnight like that. Everything takes time. You plant a seed, it has to germinate, and then afterwards it will grow from there. And you have to take care of it and nurture it and water it and feed it and all that kind of stuff. And then it will grow and grow and grow. But that's all I have for today. Hopefully this is a short one. I'm hoping it's a short one. But, you know, with that, I'll definitely see you in the next video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And just remember, there is hope. Nothing comes overnight. Everything takes a little bit of time. And so with that, I will definitely see you in the next video. And with that, I shall say bye.